So Colonel Sanders was in Kentucky, and the way he got started selling his chicken was he didn't have like a stand. He would go to gas stations.
Stupid.
Dude, I'm telling you, this story's crazy.
Okay.
So, so this is why Colonel Sanders is crazy. So he would sell his chicken in like gas stations, right? So you go to gas stations and hawk his chicken. And in Kentucky, where he was at, there was one gas station that was a shell that he had like an agreement with the owners for. And then there was another gas station a little bit further down the road. And Colonel Sanders was smart because he's a fucking businessman. So he put up this big sign advertising chicken here, right? We have chicken. What do we got?
Chicken.
Here.
Where is it?
Right here. Follow the sign. So the guy at the other gas station didn't fucking like the sign, and he went down there and he painted over the sign.
Welcome to episode 1 of the Lazy Day podcast. I'm your host, Corey, and you'll hear from my friends Jared and Alex during the show. We are just a few lazy guys that have strong opinions about pretty much anything. In this episode, we talk about the crazy Colonel Sanders, NBA free agency, famous fighters, and much, much more. Hit us up on Twitter at LazyDayGameplay and drop us a comment or a question, and it can be literally about anything. All right, guys. Well, enjoy the show. How you guys doing?
Get that.
So you got fucking bees in the wall?
A lot of them, dude.
Well, I know. I saw the video of them like outside of your house, but they got inside.
So basically what happened is Alex and I came home from work, and I was out in the sunroom getting ready to work out, and when I looked outside the windows, it was a bee-pocalypse, and they were just covering everything. There were easily like 4, 5, 6,000 buzzing around the windows and shit.
6,000.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was like
it was a lot.
They were everywhere you looked. And as the night went on, we eventually they just like clustered in a little corner. But what was crazy about it was I like called our landlords and I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" They were like, "What's up?" We were like, so there's a crazy amount of bees in the backyard, and I could hear our landlord was like, "Oh yeah, the bees are back." And I'm like, "What?" And I hear him in the background to his wife, "Hey, honey, bees are back." And she's like, "Oh yeah."
What's her name?
Regina. The bees are back. Yeah. So they just apparently come once a year and just hang out in the corner of our house where they used to have a hive. But this time they got in the house and now they live with us. So we have like 20,000 roommates.
The call's coming from inside the house.
I've watched way too many like DIY shows and like house flippers. They like sometimes have to tear down the boards and like there's honeycomb in there. They get the honey out. But I'm glad like you guys caught it before that. Like, you ain't making honey up in my walls, right?
We
caught it.
We are very familiar with the bee removal process now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've watched a few videos about bee removal. We know the steps. We could probably try it ourselves if we had the correct equipment. However, I think that ends with our bee sting riddled corpses.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I think we
could do it.
It's just smoke, right?
You have to smoke them.
The smoke.
You smoke them out.
Smoke them out. There you go.
You smoke them up. And then you have to cut a hole in the wall, right? So you cut a hole. You reach into the hole and you pull out the whole honeycomb.
Yeah.
And then you just take this long ass vacuum and just suction them off. It's actually like super like low tech. I was expecting it to be cooler.
So do you think like they've built a home already? Like in there? There's like honeycomb all up in there?
That's
for sure.
That's what the bee lady?
Yeah, she was
bee woman.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
That they had formed like a colony in there.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
And she said it was what, like 20 to 30,000 bees right now. That's
kind of cool though. Like save the bees, bro.
Right, because in Florida, I mean, even though it's the right thing to do
Love the
in the
bees.
first place, it's the right thing to do in the first place. In Florida, it's like super illegal to kill bees because
It's a lot of places like they're
Right.
endangered.
because without them we would
They're
die.
actually not endangered.
They're so endangered.
I thought
They're
that,
not.
yeah.
They're so
I thought they
endangered.
were on the endangered list.
They're not.
like
It's the bumblebees are not endangered.
bumblebees.
They're not endangered in the sense. It's less about them like the amounts. It's more about wanting to make sure that bees that can pollinate are able to pollinate and they're not Africanized.
Yeah, those Africanized damn bees, they're crazy, right? Those
They
are the
don't-
ones that attack you. Like
they don't
give a
pollinate.
fuck.
They don't
And they-
pollinate.
They don't give
They
a fuck.
kill. No, I was reading about those too, and
They're like the
it says-
wasps.
It
They're
says
like
they
the
could,
wasp cousins.
it says they could chase you for like miles, and like
That's
people
what
have run from a bee
Mhm.
for miles,
Yeah,
and the bee just
Oh,
never
okay.
stops. It's like
like a Terminator.
like a-
dun, 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 dun.
yes, like a Terminator bee.
Buzz,
Well, yeah.
Buzz, I'm going to get you, Buzz.
That was horrible.
What?
That's the Terminator bee. Buzz.
The Beaminator?
Yeah. Buzz.
John Connor.
You make it sound like he's got some sort of mental handicap.
No, that's how he talks.
Would that have made the movie more interesting if he had?
Terminator?
He was a robot though, so how do you make a mentally handicapped robot? We'll give it Windows 95.
Yes.
Boom.
Windows Vista.
Dun, 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 dun.
That shit's garb.
Then all you got to do is give the Terminator LimeWire, and he will just explode.
Yeah.
So you had some things you wanted to talk about.
I don't know. Yeah, we got some crazy shit happening in the NBA, bros. Like the free agency shit is mind blowing. Like they can just go wherever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I hate that. It sucks. It really annoys me, actually.
I don't. I think it's.
I like it both sides.
It's
Like
very
it's like
interesting.
chill out.
So the only thing that annoys me about it really is that I hate when players sign like the Paul George situation. When a
he's
player
like,
signs like a
me.
multi-year deal,
Yeah.
a big deal with the team, commits to the team, and then 1 year into the deal goes to the team and is like, yeah, I'm done, trade me. Like, I don't like that because what incentive does the team have now to offer these long-term contracts to players? When what if Kevin
Contracts
Durant
don't
decides
matter
he wants to leave Brooklyn next year after a season and forces his way to any other team? And it's like,
Well,
Doesn't-
he's
who
not going to
cares?
play for a year or so. Well,
it's just, just as an example. But
Yeah.
that would be my gripe with it because it's like you signed to play here. I understand leaving in free agency, and I understand if the team decides to trade you. But I don't know the exact situation of the Paul George thing, but
well,
I
it was
can't-
like 3 years, and he only played one.
no. But my point being, I don't know if Paul George was like, "Hey, I want out," or if they decided to trade him.
No, it was literally like the day after Kawhi went to the Clippers. He was like, "Yo, send me there," or it's like literally the day of that. Like, Paul
Well,
George
what
talked to Kawhi behind the scenes and was like, "Oh, you're going to the Clippers? Hey, send me to the Clippers."
I
Like,
had
that's what happened.
what I had heard was that Kawhi went to the Clippers and said, "If you get Paul George, I'll sign here." And so,
Yeah, it was like a middle of the
Like a
night.
whole,
Yeah, it was. It was the middle of the night.
like, let's just all get together.
bro, if that's true and Kawhi did it, he's low key the biggest supervillain in the NBA right now. Like, how could he not be?
People, I don't know, they just don't hate on Kawhi.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't like Kawhi.
LeBron or like
Dude, I don't
George.
leave Braun alone. I don't like Paul George either if he's a part of the shit. Him and Kawhi, you're on my Dunzo list.
Yo, what about that rumors that Westbrook might go to your Heat? That was a crazy move. Like him and Jimmy, like they're just gonna like
beat the
start
shit out of
fighting.
everyone on the team.
It's gonna be like,
No
yo,
one
you messed with my point.
Jimmy's gonna be like, "You need me." Westbrook's gonna be like, "You need me."
See, both of them are like ones to start a fight and then like look for the sinners to like come between them. Like
Both of them
I
are
don't want to throw a punch.
both of them are ones to get super high inflated regular season stats and then not get us past the first round of the playoffs. I love Russell Westbrook as a player and what he does. Yeah, it'll be crazy fun to see if he comes here, but he's what, like 31 on a gigantic deal. If we got Russell Westbrook and Jimmy Butler, we're basically fucked financially for the next like 4 years. Like that's our team.
That hero kid's going off though in the summer league for y'all.
Yeah,
if you're a player though from another team, why would you ever want to go there if those players were there? I
Russ and
wouldn't.
Jimmy.
Yeah, all you hear is stories of
yeah.
like
Cool.
Jimmy Butler embarrassing people at practice,
Yeah.
and then Russell
Kobe would
Westbrook-
want to play on that team. Kobe
Yeah.
would be like, oh,
Work harder.
yeah. Well,
Work harder.
Karl Anthony Towns is soft. Maybe he just is soft. Did anybody ever think of that?
Bro, he is a softie.
Although I just gotta say, I hate being on this side now where I have to like defend Jimmy Butler because I loved shitting on Jimmy Butler last year, but now that he is in Miami, Jimmy Buckets is my boy.
Yeah, Jimmy Buckets. What's wrong? Fuck the haters, dude. I like Jimmy.
Yeah,
I like
for
his
sure.
attitude.
Fuck
But
you, Alex.
just the whole like AD and Boogie and like what?
Point
Green-
LeBron.
Yeah, is point LeBron, point king.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always been a point guard,
Yeah,
basically.
but now
they're
it's gonna
just made
be
it
like
official.
on the roster. It's gonna say PG.
So does that mean he's now gonna steal an all-star spot from an actual point guard?
Yes,
Like if Chris
yes, he
Paul
will.
doesn't make it,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
He
they do
will.
it like that anymore.
no,
No.
they don't do it like that anymore. But that would be
Because
that'd
like
be hilarious.
it's the captain's thing where they get to choose, you know,
Yeah.
the
And
team.
everyone's 6 foot, and except for LeBron is like Magic
And
Johnson.
Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is like 6'8",
Yeah.
but he
Yeah.
can't shoot.
No,
I think he's like going to point guard
terrible.
legitly to be like Ben Simmons. Like this is how you do it. You fucking garb rookie piece of crap. Stop trying to be me. Get a jump shot. Get a jump shot, bro.
Hot takes.
Get a jump shot, bro. But it seems like LeBron this summer, you know, had just been like chilling by the pool on NBA Tinder,
Bro, he's living
like-
the best life.
swiping right, you know, just like he's got that fucking premium Tinder,
Yeah,
bro.
no, you're right though, because everyone that was a free agent, they were like,
LeBron's just
Lakers.
like, come
could go to the Lakers.
This
This guy could go to the
We'll pay
Lakers.
you. We'll
And then
pay
it was
you.
like
Come
people
here.
are just like, wait, nah.
Yeah.
So,
It's just like you're 6'7" or up. Come here.
so
Yeah.
I think that the whole of the NBA is going to be so weird once LeBron isn't around to like form teams anymore because that's basically what it's turned into. is
Well,
it's like-
yeah. Well, everyone knows
forms
it's not
team.
doing that.
Yeah, but nobody has more pull than LeBron James in Los Angeles.
Of course, bro. Of course.
Do you
It's
see
gonna be different when he leaves?
Anthony Davis supposedly called himself the best player in the world today?
He's
So-
good.
LeBron put a bunch of bars of soap in a tube sock and waited for him to go in the shower and just
No, he
beat the fuck
no, he
out of him.
didn't. No, he didn't.
Oh, that's a real story.
Yeah, tweet it.
No, all LeBron James did is
He gave him
what
the
I-
old
what
Gomer pile.
what I heard is when Anthony Davis was like asleep, he broke into his house and shaved his unibrow.
Fingered his butt.
He's doing him
No.
a favor.
Yeah, honestly,
He
the
woke up
unibrow needed
better-
to go.
He woke up better looking,
It's
and
a
how can you
brand,
be
bro.
mad at it?
It's like if
Is
James
it? though?
Harden came back next year with absolutely no beard, clean
He
shaven
should.
the
He
entire
should.
season.
I think it would be amazing
That
if
would
he
be
Baby
did.
face. That's his brand. That's like it's weird that his unibrow is his fucking brand, but it is.
Yeah.
At what age do you commit to the unibrow? Like, at what age did
Oh, it
Anthony
was
Davis
early.
look in the mirror and go,
This
"I'm
is
gonna
me.
keep it"?
This is me.
College. Because in high
College.
school, you're kind of probably worried about it.
College is, yeah, college. I would do it in college. High school, you'd get fucked with too much, but in college, he was already like 6'10" and really good at basketball. So who was going to say anything to him?
Right.
The other kids on the team, and he would just dunk on him in practice.
Yeah. It was speaking of like Tinder, have you guys ever used it? I know Jared, you probably haven't because it
Nope.
was nope. Alex, have you used Tinder? Ever?
No.
I
Yeah,
did.
really?
I did
Oh.
real quick in 2011 when I lived in South Florida before my wife and I got together. I did use the original version of Tinder, which was just called Hot or Not.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
use
yeah.
Hot or Not for like
That
a
was a
very
thing.
brief time.
That was a thing.
That one sucked though because it would knock you down a peg if because you'd be like you just swipe Hot or Not and you get a
Oh, yeah,
rating
wow.
Mm-hmm.
and then your rating. So yeah, the rating thing was kind of it could be hurtful at times.
So wait,
I've been on Tinder a lot. Like a lot.
hold on. Let me for the hot or not thing. When you do it, when they say no,
Mm-hmm.
you have a point
So
system,
your rating goes down.
and your
Yeah.
rating goes.
Yeah,
That is
so
terrifying.
you so you start at like a 10, and then your swipes don't matter. Doesn't
No.
fucking matter what you do. you affect other people's ratings,
Who
but
swipes anyway?
who cares? So you look at you. So you got to put your best pictures up there, and you got to hope that they don't swipe you down, because then you're gonna see that rating just drop. And I remember the first time I saw it go down, and I was like, oof, that hurt.
My Tinder rating is actually pretty decent if I had one. It's above like it's like 70, I think.
I don't.
What do you mean Tinder
Yeah,
rating?
what does that mean?
I don't know. That's not a thing, but I'm just saying, judged based on like a hot or not stuff, like my rating would be pretty good.
A
if
70.
If Tinder had
Out
a
of
rating,
what?
No.
like 1,000.
So
No,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
no, that's fucking crazy. I didn't know that was a
Do
thing.
you want to know how low I let it go before I deleted
No. How low?
it? Like honest to God, I'm not even gonna inflate it. It started at a 10, and I just want to.
Do
Point out.
all of them start at 10?
I think
Yeah.
you start at 10 and then go down from there. If I recall correctly, this was a while ago, but it was in college, so I had put on the freshman 15. All right, I was a little pudgier.
Can we guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Corey, what do you think?
You're gonna piss me off with these fucking.
No,
guesses.
He's going to be like, I was a 7.5.
no, it was.
I'll say it was lower than a 7.5. I got
Okay.
lower than 7.5.
I think it was like it was a 6.
It was higher than a 6.
You were making it sound like you were like, dude, I was
Yeah.
a 1.
You
Yeah.
start at a 10, and I had it for like a couple months, and I got down to like a 6.4. 6.4.
That's not bad at all.
That's slightly above average.
Decent. Yeah, that's decent.
I was thinking, like, if I did it, if I got a 6.4, I'd be like, 6.4,
Hey,
6.4.
I got my height. I got my
Yeah.
height.
I would
I
put
think-
that on my resume.
yeah, I think I'm a solid 5, maybe 5.5. So like 6.5 would be.
I would put that on my resume.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
like. Well,
But actually,
yeah,
no,
I'm an asshole.
I think I'm a 7. I think I don't know, in a weird way. Like
Hey,
I think it's the facial hair.
I'm
Alex,
somebody's
you get on
dad.
there, like yeah, it's the facial hair.
If it was rated by facial hair,
Yeah,
If it was rated by facial hair, he'd have an 11.
you know, I'm a 6.
Yeah.
I'm a 6, but like with the facial hair, I'm a 7. Like it just
You're,
1 point.
So he's
Fuck.
Corey's a Florida 6, but he's a North Carolina 7.5.
Yeah.
It's gotta be,
Yeah, there's a
which
lot
is a
of,
New York 3.
yeah. Don't even talk about LA.
Mm-mm.
Dude, don't even
Negative. I've been
don't
out there, and
think
I just
about
wanted to. I just did not want to walk outside. I was like, no, I'm good. I'll stay in.
I'll stay in today.
It's tight. This hotel is sick.
Yeah, dude. Just bring me some tacos. That's all I need.
Not like too many in case anybody sees you bring them up to the room.
Yeah, I don't want them to know me as the ugly taco man.
Shit.
But I'm a little sad in the free agency like aftermath because Charlotte is fucking like kind of irrelevant now because Kemba left. So
Boston.
he went to
Boston.
Boston.
He's such a Boston player.
Yeah, he's gonna fit in good.
They're gonna fucking love him in
They,
Boston.
they will be.
But you know,
exactly
we get Scary Terry though, which I like. Scary Terry, he can ball.
I for sure know who that is.
You know, from Boston when
Rozier.
when Kyrie went down. Yeah, Terry Rozier.
Oh,
That's his
Terry.
like nickname, Scary Terry. I like it.
Okay.
Say my name, bitch. I'm Scary Terry, bitch.
So while we're talking about sports, real quick, I have a question for you, Corey. Did you, by chance, see last week on ESPN they aired a documentary, 30 for 30, about Kobayashi and Joey Chestnut?
I caught a little bit of it, but not the whole thing.
Alex and I sat there and watched basically the whole thing, and it is fucking fascinating.
Can I show? Let me show Jared my notes.
Okay.
Read my notes.
Fart porn,
Mm.
Kobayashi,
Mm.
and Little Mermaid.
Okay. That's a weird note right there.
I'm more interested in the
If someone-
Kobayashi one because it's topical currently, but we're definitely going to circle back to fart porn.
Yeah, we'll circle back there. But the Kobayashi thing, that the part that I caught was like they were like yelling like racist things at Kobayashi. I didn't even know that, but
Yeah.
they were like,
I
"Go
thought
back,
so.
you fucking jab!" And I'm just
For
like,
real.
dude, they were eating hot dogs. Chill out.
Bro, they're eating
Dude,
hot dogs.
People's capacity to turn like just fun events into like shit shows is just the worst. I felt
Yeah.
so bad for Kobayashi.
It was, dude. Honestly, by the end of it, it was so fucking sad.
It
Me and
was.
Jared were both sitting
I
here
caught
like,
the end.
oh.
I caught the end of it.
So basically, like the gist of it is Kobayashi was just this insanely talented like eater, and when he came to America, he was just blowing through the competition. And then eventually, this dude Joey Chestnut caught up to him and like matched him, and then eventually overtook him.
Yeah, and he was a true American, so everyone was
He's an
like,
asshole. He comes off as a real dick.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the documentary.
It was like everyone was cool with people eating hot dogs when Kobayashi was around, and then when Chestnut came, they were like, "We love this, but we also hate Kobayashi."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we have
through
to root for the Americans.
through like
Yeah.
a circumstance of like trying to make the sport popular, Kobayashi tried to like renegotiate his contract with Nathan's, who like does the stuff, and they refused to to do it. So he sat out. And then Joey Chestnut came back and like crushed the record. And so they signed him to this massive deal. He got all this money. He basically got all the money that Kobayashi like worked for. He basically like stomped on Kobayashi's destroyed hot dog filled body in
Oh, wow.
order to
Yeah.
No,
make
I
that
didn't even.
paper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically, Kobayashi popularized the whole
Yeah,
sport,
competitive eating.
made it what it is, and then at the time when it was like, okay, we're actually gonna like do something with these people, Chestnut Chestnut was there, and it was like, oh, we got an American guy, we'll just give it to him.
Yeah, of
they
course.
basically just pushed him into their
Yeah.
Imagine like that is like your big break. Like that is your profession. Like you are sponsored to eat hot dogs.
dude. They showed how they do it. It's fucking crazy the work they put in.
Gross. It's mad gross.
It is really gross to watch, but
It's pretty gross.
so also though,
Like
I
a
really,
close up of them.
but
no.
okay, here's the thing though. When Kobayashi was doing it, this dude, it was a fucking
was
art form.
Yeah, it was samurai style.
I know. I'm not even.
So smooth.
no,
Yeah.
fuck the hot dogs.
It was beautiful.
Homie was absolutely ripped. He had pythons, bro. I put a note in my phone because I watched it, and as I'm watching it, I was like, yo, let Joey Chestnut say some sideways shit. Kobayashi's gonna wax his ass.
Yeah.
He
It's
is
one thing that these fans talk
gigantic.
shit, but if this guy says some racist asshole shit to me, yo,
Like, Kobayashi is huge.
I will kill him with this hot dog.
He gets bigger. Like he shows up in America, and you're like, okay, this Asian kid's in pretty decent shape for a competitive eater.
Skinny Asian kid.
But he has some muscle. You could tell he looked like an athlete, and then he comes back a couple years later, and like he's fucking just
dude,
diesel.
yo. But anyways, back when he was eating, it was like beautiful. Like I've never seen.
honestly,
It was like beautiful. Like he ate like
Yeah, it was
50 hot dogs, and there was nothing wrong with him. And he was just like, and then he would flex at the end, and it would just be a giant stomach with a 6-pack.
yeah.
wow.
Like these other people, like Joey
And then
Chestnut
Joey
does
Chestnut.
it. And
I
he
haven't
looks
seen
like
him
he's
shirtless,
giant.
so I've never seen him
That's pretty
Kobayashi
impressive.
shirtless.
Every time he lifted his shirt up, it was like a huge belly because he had just eaten 50 hot dogs, and then a 6-pack on it.
Yeah,
And
Wow.
then Joey Chestnut,
it's quite disturbing.
Joey Chestnut looked like
He looked like your
Like a
mook
pig.
cousin from New
Yeah.
Jersey who like
No.
went to community college and still hits on 18-year-olds.
that's exactly what Joey
I
Chestnut
got
looked
hot
like.
takes on Joey Chestnut. Dude, you know what you did to
No,
Kobayashi was not cool.
And he was a dick
We
about it.
ripping-
He was a dick about it.
We
Corey.
ripping him right now.
No, for real. He was such an
He's a
asshole about
fucking
it.
American hero.
He's not my
He's
hero.
not.
Kobayashi, free Kobe.
I thought so too. I was like, when he first came on, I was like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking American hero.
Yo,
This
he
guy's
just
awesome.
sees the
and then he
most
opened his mouth.
And then he started
No,
talking.
he's
and he was-
legitimately an asshole.
more. He opened his mouth and then ate more hot dogs
No.
than Kobayashi.
He
You can't dispute
Credit-
a fucking winner.
Open mouth.
You
Credit
can't
where-
dispute a winner.
credit where credit is due, though.
Got the
since
dub.
Kobayashi's out. Joey Chestnut in the whole competition, the most we saw them eat was like 60, and people were like, "Oh my god, dude, they ate 60 hot dogs." He ate like 74 last week at the hot dog eating contest. This motherfucker is gonna put down 100 hot dogs by like 2030.
More
Yeah, that's crazy.
100
insane.
times like 20, dude. It's
Insane.
Matt. Like
What's fart porn?
I want to see. I want to see the. I want to see the total tally of how many hot dogs Jerry or Chestnut and Kobayashi have eaten in their.
Who the fuck is Jerry?
Chestnut.
No, Jerry, his brother. who trained him. You don't know
Brother
Jerry?
did train him. Brother did train him.
Is
But his
that
name was
real?
Jerry Chestnut.
Yeah, Jerry, his brother, like helped him train.
You're making that up.
No, you're
You're
lying.
making that up.
You said Jerry instead of Joey, and now you're just trying to run with it.
But yeah,
you transitioned into it.
just ignore that,
brother.
and let's go back to the farts.
Yeah, fart porn. What's fart
Fart
porn?
porn.
I'm very curious.
Why are those words on your phone in a note?
Well, because fart porn for sure exists. I just
Oh, of course.
See, I didn't. You guys say it like you've watched it before.
No, just
no. But have you been
Rule
on the
34,
internet?
man.
Rule 34.
I've
Have you
never
been on the internet.
I know, but I've never seen like
me neither.
I've never seen it.
on a porn website. Been scrolling down and it been like
Categories.
I don't scroll.
I don't even think it's a category.
It's for sure a category. I don't scroll. You scroll, or I don't put in categories.
I major scroll. I
I
go.
peruse.
I deep dive in there, homie.
I like to think.
I can get to like page 11 or 12 before I find the one.
I like to think of it as a fine catalog.
Yeah.
I open, like I blow the dust off, take it off of the shelf, and I flip it, and I'm like, "Oh, how are we feeling today?" And I lick my fingers.
Exactly. Just turn the page and
Back to page 52, and let's see what offering we've got today. Oh no, I don't want any of that today. No girl on girl today. Let's see what else. Ebony, well maybe. And I just scroll through, but you're over here. Alex is like, all right, I know exactly what I want.
I go to categories.
No, I never go to categories.
Yeah, you feeling a little POV, little blowjob, little like reality. Yeah, you go there. There's moods. I feel. Y'all feel.
That's
There's
what mood is for. But how'd you find fart porn?
Yeah.
I didn't find it. Like I wasn't watching it. No, I didn't watch it. Someone at work was talking about it.
But
and
did you click on it?
No, I've never seen
he's
it.
saying he
So I
heard
was
about it.
taken aback by it because I had no idea that this was a thing.
Mhm.
He was describing it to me. What
Fart porn is?
fart porn is, in a scene from fart porn where it was basically like it's basically a young man will be on a bed,
Okay.
and then a young woman comes in, right?
Mhm.
And then he sticks his nose
I see where this is going.
In her butt?
betwixt her buttocks,
Mm-hmm.
and then she just proceeds to fart in his fucking face.
Is it
And it
is
gets him off.
weird, but is it that weird to you that it exists considering people poo on each other?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Farting in a face is I'd rather have someone fart in my face than poo on my body.
Same. Don't poo on me.
I mean,
No, shit on me.
Yeah.
hot takes.
No
Big hot stinky takes.
no rolling brownouts. Moving on from the shit. These things might make you shit if you go there and eat a bunch. This Applebee's has like all you can eat riblets. You can get some chicken
Yeah,
tenders,
no, I never eat a riblet.
some chicken tenders.
The word riblet.
Riblet.
It makes
What
me
what
think
is a riblet?
Also, I don't know why.
Riblet makes me physically feel dread. Like if I was at a restaurant and somebody ordered riblets at the table, we're done. Because A, it sounds too much like ribbit, which
Ribbit?
is already in my head. And two, what part of a pig is a riblet?
You know, it's
Where do you
the
find the riblet?
it's the rib of the rib.
It's a
That's-
ribs rib.
That's not a thing.
Yeah. It's a little riblet.
I feel like you got to say it in like a really deep
know what?
southern accent.
A riblet. boy. You know what?
Y'all want some riblet?
You know what a riblet is? A riblet is they take a giant syringe, they stick it in the ribs, and they suck out the fucking marrow, and then inject it
Nope.
into an eyeball and just give it to you. And that's a riblet, baby. And if you want a dozen of those, you get a free bucket of sweet tea.
No, this is all you can eat, boy. All you can eat.
How many
riblets.
riblets? How many riblets?
How big is a rib? How big is a
Yeah.
riblet?
I think it's honestly just a rib cut in half so they can give you less. We're on to you, fucking Applebee's. There's no such fucking thing as riblets, but that's what it is. It's just a
Don't fool me.
just a tiny rib.
Yeah,
You know,
that's all that is.
Is it
Yeah.
a ball?
Yeah,
No,
it's,
I mean, there's
it's
a
for
bone in
sure.
there.
It's for sure. Yeah, in a little round
Yeah,
shape.
yeah.
There's a bone in it.
It's a bone for sure. Yeah,
What?
yeah. It's
Yeah.
not a boneless.
No, you got to pay extra for that, baby girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the chicken tendies come into play, dude. Endless tendies.
That's actually a good deal.
Oh, I'm not even mad at.
The thing about chicken tenders.
When do they have that deal? We should go check this
It
out.
started 2 days ago.
The thing about chicken tenders, and every single male in the world will agree with this. Anytime you go to a restaurant and you don't know what to get or you aren't sure what you want to eat, dude, chicken tenders are the old reliable on every menu because you know if you go in there, like I went to it was before I ate Chinese food because I was an idiot, but we went to this place and my wife got like a full-on sushi buffet and I'm over there with fucking chicken tendies and french fries.
Yeah, dude. Always a lot. So
Just goes, yeah, dude.
yeah. No, that's I was never that kid that was like, oh, I only want chicken tenders. Or like if I didn't know what I was not that kid. I was adventurous, you know. I was like trying things.
Up until from the age of like 2.5 to like right before my parents got divorced, I was like 4 or 5. I only ate chicken nuggets for dinner, and it had to be a specific brand of chicken nuggets, or I would not eat them.
What was the brand?
I don't know. It wasn't even like a good one. It was like I just remember being like a white box. It doesn't exist anymore. That's for sure. I think it may have been bad, guys.
Dude, this dude was so sheltered when he was younger. It's amazing the foods he hasn't tried. Me and Maria were talking about it the other day. Shut up. Me and Maria were talking about it the other day. No, listen. I was like, yeah, that shit's like really good in a smoothie. And he was like, smoothie.
Like he never heard the word before.
Like, dude, I swear to God, he was like, smoothie. What is that? Smoothie. And I was like, bro, you never had a smoothie. This dude's never had a smoothie in his life.
I have since reconciled that, but
I got him one. I went and got him one.
Yo, nice sweet like smoothie. Like
it took me 26 years. I always got chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah, it's like a milkshake.
I never got it with fruit.
That's a milkshake.
That's a milkshake.
Have you never had a smoothie?
Chocolate and peanut butter, like smoothie.
Yeah, but
that is not a smoothie.
Yes, it is. It's made with yogurt and milk. Okay, but yes, I've had fruit smoothies.
What the fuck kind of smoothies are you eating, boy?
Dude, that's the fucking way they make them.
Well, I don't know what kind of fucking hillbilly backwards town you're living in where they're making smoothies with chocolate and milk.
Yeah.
Whatever else you said.
Ice.
Whatever.
And yeah. What the fuck, dude? I know smoothie.
I don't know enough to really be involved in this.
Yeah. Stay your smoothie, not knowing ass out of this smoothie conversation.
So I'm just gonna back out and let you guys hash this out.
No, the funniest part is that Jared's like, that's not a smoothie?
Is that not a smoothie? Okay. But so actually I have a list on my phone of foods that I wrote down that I need to try.
What? Okay, what is this list?
Just there aren't a ton of them because
I'm gonna be blown away by this. I'm gonna be like, "What? You haven't fucking had that?" It's like in my mind, like I don't know.
There's only a few here because I've done a bunch of these relatively recently, but
so this has been like a food bucket list.
Yeah, and I'm trying to add more foods to it as they come. So these first two, you're gonna be like, you're gonna yell at me. I'm for sure Corey's gonna be like, "Fuck you." Pumpkin pie and apple pie.
Okay, apple pie is okay if you have like really good apple pie, but pumpkin pie is the shiznit.
Wrong.
I had a blueberry pie the other day, which was pretty lit, actually.
I'm more of a cobbler fan. I love cobbler, dude.
I'm not even sure what a cobbler is.
Okay, the difference is like a pie has a crust on top, crust on bottom. A cobbler only has crust on top, so it's more filling and like more crumbles.
Okay, well, anyway.
So it's a thick here, instead of like thin all the way around.
Got you. Okay.
Cobblers are good.
Next up, strawberry swirl cheesecake. That one, my wife.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah, she was like, "That specific one." I've had cheesecake.
Yeah.
I don't love cheesecake. I know that a lot of people are big fans of cheesecake. I'm not that into it.
Oreo cheesecake.
Yeah, but that's just because Oreos are on it.
Yeah,
but like a classic strawberry.
It's good. Yeah. It's so good. Like I've made like fresh strawberry syrup. Like you just throw the strawberries in the pot with some sugar and water, boil that shit down, strain it. Perfect. Just put that on the cheesecake.
How the fuck do you make a cheesecake?
I've never had.
That's the topping. You can't.
Oh, no, I wasn't paying. I really wasn't paying attention.
I've never had a toaster strudel that wasn't chocolate.
What? I don't think I've even had chocolate.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a chocolate toaster strudel?
I didn't even know they exist. They make chocolate toaster strudels.
You know what's crazy though is that
blueberry all day, every day.
He's never had one. I can guarantee you can pick anyone in your entire life that you know, and I've had at least twice as many toaster strudels as they have had in their life.
Loves toaster
That is
strudels.
not even a joke. And like I have some in the freezer downstairs, and he's never had one. He's never been like, oh,
I've been on a diet, so I haven't had one. But yeah,
the past like couple months.
Yeah. One for like little snacky.
I know, but you're old.
Oh God, that would be so good.
old.
I'm feeling old. You're not like
I might go get
6
some
months old.
toaster strudel tonight, guys. Like I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go get some. Like right after we talk.
Good. I know. I'm gonna eat some.
This last one, actually, I can give you a live reaction to because I tried it for the first time last night. I tried peppers.
Well, it's not really live then.
Okay, well, it's closer than any of the others. You fucking asshole. Peppers on a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, you did that?
I did. I had it last night.
Like you made it?
No, we have a really good cheesesteak place by our house, so we went there and got some, and it was good.
It's not the South Philly, is it?
No,
South Philly.
I mean,
well, it's not but it's
my
not
dad. My dad loves.
You
that
are
place.
dumb as fuck.
It's Danny's is way better.
I'm not even gonna get into it because
I've never been to Danny's. I don't think.
Dude, Danny's.
Wait,
is
Danny's.
so much better.
Wait, yes, I have. That's the pizza place, and they do Philly.
They do
I haven't had
Phillies.
their Phillies. I haven't had their Phillies.
They're really good.
Their mozzarella. They're like mozzarella fries.
Bro, it's in the bread. I'm not even going to leave this alone. It's in the bread. South Philly's bread is doo-doo. Just because you give me Utz chips doesn't mean it's really Philly bread. It's not. Danny's uses actual Philly bread. That's why it's good.
There are different types of cheesesteaks. Yeah. Danny's is more of and we've been through this, a traditional cheesesteak place. It is like
we can have this cheesesteak debate some other time.
Will.
Like, we will. We can break this down and really have like a food discussion, like what goes on pizza, what doesn't, stuff like that.
I have
tune in the future for that debate.
I have one other minor food point that I wanted to talk about real quick.
Okay.
Which is, so Corey, you made a comment to Alex and I not long ago, not on air, where you talked about how KFC made this disgusting food. What was it? Chicken on chicken.
Yeah, the Cheeto sandwich.
Yes. The Cheeto sandwich.
Are you talking about that or the double chicken sandwich?
You were talking about the Cheeto sandwich is what you were saying was disgusting. And I actually found out something today that made me realize that if it was like 20 years before, Corey could get straight blasted for talking blasphemy like that, dude. Colonel Sanders was a fucking lunatic. So I read this story today, dude. Okay. So
he looks really racist.
Oh, for sure.
Well, he's from Kentucky. So Colonel, I don't even think he was in the army. I think he just gave
stolen valor.
Stolen fucking valor. Colonel who? So where did you serve? Let's see your badge. So
I
Colonel
served
Sanders
on the Battle of Chicken Hill. Never been there.
Over on the white meat side.
You're a fucking lunatic.
He only served white meat.
You're a loony.
So Colonel Sanders was in Kentucky, and the way he got started selling his chicken was he didn't have like a stand. He would go to gas stations. Dude, I'm telling you, this story is crazy.
Okay.
So this is why Colonel Sanders is crazy. So he would sell his chicken in like gas stations, right? So you go to gas stations and hawk his chicken. And in Kentucky, where he was at, there was one gas station that was a shell that he had like an agreement with the owners for. And then there was another gas station a little bit further down the road. And Colonel Sanders was smart because he's a fucking businessman. So he put up this big sign advertising chicken here, right? We have chicken. What do we got?
Chicken.
Here. Where is it?
Right here. Follow the sign. So the guy at the other gas station didn't fucking like the sign, and he went down there and he painted over the sign. I don't know what he painted. Probably like chicken. Fuck this guy or this guy stolen valor.
It just says here. You painted over a
It just says here. Can I guess how the story ends?
How's it end?
Colonel Sanders murders this guy.
No. Okay. Close though. Not quite. Close though. So Colonel Sanders shows up and tells this guy that if he ever sees him painting it again, he's gonna blow his goddamn head off.
What's up, motherfucker?
Precisely. Colonel Sanders don't fuck around.
Probably got a sawed off that he just carries around with him in his like trousers.
It's Kentucky.
Yeah, he probably just pulls it out. Boom!
So
a hole in people's chest.
So cut to a couple weeks later. guess what guy's out here doing again? He's painting that fucking sign.
This time he just painted over the here.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Where are the chicken? I don't know.
So if you pulled
Could
up
be
to that
there.
gas station, I'd love some chicken. Wish I
they-
knew where it was.
Are they alive?
Do you guys breed chickens?
Is this a chicken zoo?
Are you chickens?
What does this mean?
So he is painting over the sign. Colonel
Yeah.
Sanders sees it. No, I'm not playing that hoe shit.
Kills them.
Gets two other guys from the
want
shell.
it to
The
end in
manager of the shell and another guy goes fucking gats up. They get their guns and go to that guy's gas station to deal with it.
Mm.
He sees them coming, gets his fucking guns.
Oh.
Shootout ensues.
What? Over over the colonels.
The dude at the other gas station
Rat.
blows away the manager of the shell, kills him.
Oh.
Colonel Sanders shoots that guy in the shoulder.
But doesn't die.
No, he doesn't die. Puts him out.
Oh my
The
god.
police show up.
Mm-hmm.
The dude who got shot in the shoulder goes to jail for murder.
Yeah.
Colonel Sanders takes over his gas station selling that chicken, baby. And
My
that's
God.
how it's done in the Midwest.
That's real.
Yo,
That
and-
is a real story from a Colonel Sanders like biography.
Wow.
God.
And then the other shell like goes into the dumps because the fucking manager just got murdered.
Yeah. Did he put in a new power system? Did he elect a new
the other one that the one that went to the other,
The other guy,
that's the Popeyes guy.
Because he was like blood in, blood out, bro. You're my
Yeah.
guy.
No, he went to the other one. Now that's how Popeyes was made.
So Colonel Sanders created his chicken
Chick-fil-A
dynasty on the back of a murder.
on a shoot.
And I read that and was
Crazy.
like, that's
Good
crazy.
baller.
If Colonel
like
Sanders
that,
was
though.
still alive and he heard you talking reckless about his Cheeto chicken, you get fucking blasted. So
Yo,
you
I
got two
could-
for you.
That sounded like an action
break
movie.
that old man in
Right?
half. I could break that old man in half.
No,
I
I
would
have a
fuck him up.
I have a theory about famous people. My theory about famous people.
All famous people.
All famous people.
Okay.
Once you reach a certain level of fame, this is my theory. Once you reach a level of fame where you never have to worry about money again. So it's a high level, but once you get to the part where money is no longer a concern for the rest of your life, you immediately go out and get a personal trainer to teach you some form of martial arts. I think they could all just beat the shit out of people. Like I saw Gordon Ramsay one
Yeah.
time, and
He's
like
got knife skills.
no, he like could beat you with his hands.
Both. He's extra dangerous.
Yeah, Gordon could fuck you up. But like,
Don't fuck with the
would
chef.
you be
That's because
surprised?
He grew up on the streets of fucking England. Like
But
he probably got into major
would
fist
you-
fights.
Would you
Which
streets? Yeah, what's Piccadilly?
I don't know.
It's the
Yeah.
least threatening street in the world.
No, London Street in London.
That's all right. Well, anyway, tell me that you don't. I absolutely think if somebody tried to run up on Bill Gates while he was giving a speech, he would just fucking. I guarantee you, dude.
Absolutely not.
That man knows some shit.
Mhm.
Corey's nodding like
Thank you,
he's seen it.
co-sign.
Now, see. I don't think like all famous. Like that's broad. That's crazy. You're talking about
No,
like
I think
Rick
it's a
Ross
global
could
thing.
fuck somebody up.
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Rick Ross would beat the brakes off of you.
Rick Ross would
Probably.
absolutely.
But that was a bad choice.
Wait, stop.
Okay, but that's
Stop.
just
Stop.
because like he's
Just
very
stop.
muscular. I don't
Stop.
think he's been trained.
Stop.
You know,
Stop
to
talking.
fight. But I do believe
Stop.
that Bill
Corey,
Gates.
stop. Stop. Stop.
I do believe.
Stop. I
that
swear to
Bill
God.
Gates-
Stop. Real quick. Stop.
Whoa.
You don't believe that Rick Ross,
No.
who's like over 6 foot, like
Yeah.
300 pounds,
He
you
lost
think
weight. Actually.
you okay?
I think I would.
He's still
I know he's probably in better shape,
Yeah.
and you're like,
He's for sure.
you were doubting that, you're questioning that,
Even
like
for a
that would be a
second,
good fight with you.
Even for a
No.
second?
But when he
No.
brings up Bill Gates, a frail old man,
He
He's not
you
enough
were just
frail,
like you were
bro.
just you acted as if
Not
you
enough
had
frail.
seen him kill
Mm.
people before.
He did. He had the
Hey.
form like he was.
He was
talking
like,
about, like I
mhm.
was talking about Liam
Mhm.
Neeson. at Taken.
Hey,
I've
let
seen
me,
it.
let me tell you something about Bill Gates, okay?
Okay.
I don't know the man. I have never seen him
You don't
kill-
say.
I've never seen him kill or attack anybody, but I do believe that he could.
I
And
fully
if he
believe he could.
did, he would never be seen doing it.
Nah. At that level of money, he could
Mm-mm.
like beat someone to death, and we'd never know about it.
Never, ever, no,
Anyway,
never.
I think famous people are just like, because think about it honestly, because I know it sounds super broad, but think about it honestly. If you got to the point where you're like super rich and super famous, to the point where like some of these people have people break into their houses, they're constantly being accosted by people on the streets. Like you wouldn't know if some crazy fucker was going to come at you. And like Keanu Reeves, every time you watch those John Wick movies, he's really that good with guns.
Oh, yeah,
that motherfucker could beat somebody's ass.
So different.
All of these.
Okay, because he's an action star.
About,
you think Bill Gates doesn't have some sort of?
No,
I think he does.
I think Oprah.
Have you seen him walk?
Ass.
Yeah,
I think Oprah would fuck it. She always has like a foldable like nightstick.
Like an asp.
Yeah, just
you get a whack. You get a whack.
Exactly. She's just like.
No, Keanu Reeves does like the standardized like military training for the movies. That's why he's good with the weapon.
That was a bad example.
No.
Yeah,
Have you seen Bill Gates walk? He is the opposite of an athlete.
You don't have to be an athlete to be deadly.
If you're like good with some sort of weaponry.
Yeah, ask
good with weaponry.
He is good with a keyboard. Ask who?
He's got the fucking trigger fingers.
He's not a real person, so we can't ask him.
Exactly.
Oh so wrong about this one.
Trigger fingers.
So wrong.
And he's got the smarts, and he's just got the power.
Steve Jobs, I believe it. I could believe that one.
Yo, Steve Jobs.
He had prostate cancer. He wasn't fighting anyone.
When he was a ninja. On his deathbed.
He was a ninja. That turtleneck, he just like has a mask and he just throws that shit on. And
I think he just had a weird neck. That's my guess. Because who the fuck wants to wear?
Have you ever seen Steve Jobs' neck?
Have you? No, he wears a turtleneck.
No one has.
No one has seen his neck. What if his neck is still alive?
What if he just looks like a vagina?
Just his neck?
Yeah.
What if he had a vagina on his neck? His neck is still alive. Like that's what's directing Apple now is just the top part of the turtleneck. But there's
that sounds like a South Park episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Copyright that before.
Steve Jobs' neck.
Did you hear about Rip Torn?
Nope.
Rip Torn, the actor, he passed away recently this week. He was the guy he played Patches O'Houlihan in Dodgeball.
Wait. Yeah.
He was the leader of Men in Black.
Mm.
So that had me thinking. You know, these celebrity deaths always happen in threes.
Yep.
They always happen in threes. Who's next? I have a very easy guess.
If you had to guess.
Yeah, easy. Because there's one guy in Hollywood that anytime I think about it, I'm like, either he's gonna die like tomorrow, or he's a vampire.
Charlie Sheen's got to go at some point.
He has AIDS, so that one won't be that surprising.
Yeah.
He'll be around a while.
Yeah, well, ask Magic. You can fight that shit.
I'm not gonna be here.
You said a vampire.
Yeah. Either he's an eternal being or he's dying now. No. Come on.
Have you seen those though?
Upon Keanu.
Yeah.
I don't wish it upon him.
I've seen those pictures, but I honestly feel like you could do that with almost anything.
Have you ever gone into a YouTube spiral of like Keanu Reeves is like the nicest guy ever? Yeah, and it's just, dude, I've watched like 30 videos in a row, and it's like all these like testimonials of people, and they're like, I heard he's so nice.
I heard he hates like people talking to him about it.
Yeah,
super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean,
he would rather than not.
I know, but
he knows how to like react and like do it humbly. He's just like, okay, awesome, thank you.
Yeah, because he could kill us all with his bare
hands.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
How is Bob Barker still alive?
Oh my god,
bro, Bob Barker. He's 95. He was born in 1912.
Wow.
Or he was born in 1912. He was actually born in 1602 in a village in Transylvania.
Sure.
Did you just come? Were you like, I'm just gonna Google a bunch of old guys today?
No, because I was thinking about Rip Torn, and I was like, well, I was trying to think.
Who else is old?
I was trying to think what celebrity might die soon of old age.
We're gonna have.
He was 88. Is my point. Rip Torn was 88. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's old.
I don't think it's gonna be soon, but like the day we lose Morgan Freeman, it's probably gonna be like a worldwide holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a sad one. What celebrity death do you think will hit you the hardest? Dude, think about when Paul McCartney dies. People are gonna. That's gonna be like
that's gonna be crazy.
Which I love Paul McCartney. He's so cool.
I love Paul McCartney.
Corey's saying it so sarcastically.
No,
yeah, totally, man. Paul McCartney, whatever.
Fucking Beatles hater over here.
But I think just like more of I will be shocked.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, someone like more, like not like our age, but like closer to our age, and it's gonna like be crazy because we're gonna see them like get really old, and like we're gonna get old with them, and it's gonna be like, oh wow.
I can't wait to see them.
We'll have
like
to be
Seth
older.
Rogen or Jonah Hill, like man.
I can't wait to see The Rock as like a grandpa.
Because then I'm gonna know, like, man, my death is coming. Shit.
It's going back to Bob Barker though. That's a good one. Me and Jared just watched this documentary on this guy that like won a bunch of games. It was really cool.
Yeah.
On the Bob, what's Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Bob Barker show.
The Bob Barker show. I mean, that's what you think of. Basically, it basically was.
That and Rice Maroney.
But
Alex Trebek show.
So it's basically just like clips of Bob Barker when he's younger, and then they showed him now.
Dude,
he does not look good.
No, he does not.
No,
Alex Trebek does though.
Yeah, he does.
Trebek,
but just being out of the
cancer, dude.
Being out of the game like that, the show business game, like that shit keeps you young.
I think so, honestly.
Keeps your energy up. Like, what does Bob Barker do when he's not fighting Adam Sandler? Like,
drink blood.
Bro, he was old in that movie, and that movie's like 20 years old.
Yeah, even in that one, you're like, man, Bob's getting up there. The whole joke of him in that movie is that he's an old guy beating up Adam Sandler.
Because he is like 75 in that movie.
Right. Crazy. And in reality, he looks like if he moves, he's going to explode into dust.
Yeah.
Yo, can I talk about something real quick that happened, like, I think today or yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy, and like I think I would pull over just like these cars did. So in Atlanta, an armored truck like door blew open and cash went everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah,
like, all over the interstate. Like, but isn't that stealing? Like all of these guys can like
for sure.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's definitely stealing.
100%.
Yeah, but would you do it?
100%.
100%. You would do it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
those are pull over in the middle of the freeway.
Yeah, everyone else is doing it. Yeah, they can't catch us all.
I don't know if. Yeah, I'm not worried about.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
going to jail.
I'm worried about give them the money back.
I'm worried about.
You would give them the money back
if a police officer pulled you over and said, "I'm gonna give me the." I give them the money back.
Yeah,
if I got out of there before then.
You coppers.
No, not me. Yeah.
I mean, you want me to lie? 100%. I'm getting out of that car and I'm grabbing every bill I can.
But I'm more worried about getting run over by a car in the middle.
They pulled off to the shoulder.
It wasn't like everyone was stopped.
A lot of cars were.
If it was like
car. No. They were pulled off onto the shoulder. So cars were still going, but you were like in the grass.
Where was the money?
In the grass.
If it was
all over the road. It was in the grass all over. It was blowing like. It was just cash everywhere.
I would do it.
Yeah, if I saw the money was in the grass and I saw it like bust open, then I saw people pulling over, I'd be like,
pull over, get a couple hundreds, jump back in, and leave.
We'll stop for a second.
Yeah.
A couple hundreds.
Yeah,
I'm walking out with a couple.
$1 million.
I'm walking out with a couple grand.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing as much as I can without endangering myself. And
I'm not counting, but I'm for sure just. I'm making 2 or 3 trips.
That made all of those people's like lives just then. That's crazy.
Basically.
I mean, how much did they get? How much money was in the car?
I don't. Well, I mean,
dude, you don't get excited finding $5 in an old pair of pants.
Imagine like you're driving and that just like happens right in front of you.
I mean, it would be a fucking crazy story, but like change my life.
Going home,
no, it wouldn't change. But
shit day at work,
you remember it forever.
All of a sudden, in front of you, all you hear is money falls from the sky.
GTA.
That's the dream.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Which is
I would love that. I need that right about now.
That'd be pretty tight. Okay, so do you have any other? You had another note.
Alex. It was
the fart porn.
Which was funny. You cut it short.
Cut what short?
The fart porn.
Did he cut the fart porn?
No, I think
he was like, "We gotta move on. We gotta move on." He was saying it like he was trying to cover it up.
We were talking about the Phillies,
and then he says it like me.
No,
I did a fart sound.
What else do you have to say about your fart porn?
Well, that he just wishes there would be more directors that would respect the work because he's really running out of videos to watch.
Yeah, is that it?
Like, no, I'm trying to save the industry.
What other points do you have to talk about fart porn?
I don't.
Okay,
that was it really.
And what's your third point?
That is how it was really just a really funny video. Just
wait, you watched the video?
I mean, I didn't watch the video.
You watched the video?
I didn't watch the video. The way the video is described to me was so funny, dude. Just like a woman just walking up to just a guy and just farting in his
Did they
mouth.
say if they were deep farts?
Are they?
He said it was like
Is it just like,
no. He said it was like a full blown like. As she was walking up, she was distraught. She was like, "Just had Taco Bell, baby."
oh my,
And
no
no,
way.
I swear to God, I swear to God. And he was saying it's so
Ow.
fucking funny.
You lost me there. Turning it off right there.
He was saying it's so funny. She was like, "I just ate Taco Bell, baby. I had 3 extra large chalupas." And then she walked over, and it was like really, really loud, like a long, long one. And then she started to walk away, and then she's like, "Wait, I gotta have some more."
Oh my God.
And then she was like, "Come have seconds."
What's the point of that? How do you even use that? That sounds like a 30-minute
You
clip.
see,
or a 30-second clip.
this is why I don't want to talk about that.
I mean, I'm definitely not. I don't want to watch it, but
do people jerk off to that?
yeah,
Why?
subgenre shit
know.
is fascinating, dude. I don't look at any of it, but it's pretty.
It is.
Like,
Wow.
it's fascinating.
Wow. Dude, just to like scroll through the like not
exists.
safe for work like subreddits that exist, like don't click on them. Just scroll through a list of like all of them.
Oh no, I click on them sometimes. I want to see what's going on out there. Not anything weird, but like
No.
I was on the PUBG subreddit, and I guess the moderators just suck dick. And I was like scrolling through, and this is at work, and I'm scrolling through, and it was just like regular shit, and then it was just like gangbang. And I was like, what the fuck? I was at work. I had to like put my phone down. I'm like, what the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
I don't remember like following something crazy. And then I was like, the PUBG subreddit.
What?
Like-
What?
not like this. My good Christian PUBG subreddit.
I know. I was like, what? And then I kept going. It was like every post, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
It was just different porn
Yeah.
on every post. And then everybody was like, fuck these asshole moderators. They fell asleep again. Let's just keep fucking up the subreddit.
Oh my God. Yeah, they do that sometimes on different subreddits.
Yeah.
They're like, they're asleep.
The moderators are asleep.
Quick, post your things. Yeah. That's crazy. Reddit's crazy.
Yeah. Did you
But
ever?
I laugh so hard sometimes like scrolling through the comments.
Yeah, I love Reddit.
And there's like jokes
Reddit's
that
great.
fan off.
I just went on there to see what the weirdest subreddit I was sub to was, and I found one that I didn't even know I sub to, but apparently I am. It's called IRL Smurfing.
Oh, so like something you're good at, and then you're like just doing it, basically hustling.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think so. A couple weeks ago, I got really into watching videos of chess grandmasters playing.
Did you watch? I watch that almost every night.
They're so
Maurice
fucking-
Ashley.
Yes,
And he's
they're
funny
so
because
fucking cool.
okay, he's so cool because dude, he's like this ball. He looks like the kicker from Waterboy.
Yeah.
Yes,
If he gained like
yes.
55 pounds.
Yeah, he looks like a bigger version of that dude.
And yeah, he just goes in and he's like, "What are you gonna do now?" And then like
He like talks shit. While he's doing
he'll
it.
play like homeless people that are actually really good.
Yeah, like the hustlers in New York.
Yeah, and they'll be playing and he'll be like, "What are you gonna do now if I move here?" And he's like very slick with it. And then he like beats these people, and then he's like, "I'm a grandmaster."
Yeah. So what was funny was I saw this video where it was a grandmaster playing a grandmaster, but both of them thought they were beginner
Oh, I watched that
players.
too. That's that was at the Grand Carlini's.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was so cool about it was
We know a lot about this. This is awesome.
I know 0, so
we did not know that we knew.
That's awesome. Yeah, I watched all these videos. I watched
so-
that same video.
So what's so cool
That's
about
weird.
it is like you can totally tell in the video where they start to suspect each other because
Mhm.
they're doing these little moves that like only really advanced people would even think to do.
yeah.
And so the guys will be like, "You say you never play?
He's
You
like,
sure you
yeah.
want to do that?"
He's like, you say you never played? It's like, yeah.
And then they get to the
Oh.
point in the video where they don't even like admit to being grandmasters. They just kind of both go, "You want to like play for real?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then they're just going,
Yeah.
and it's fucking so cool, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, but they were like just terrible actors in it though. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm like,
they're bad.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they were
yeah.
like,
I mean,
"Oh,
they're
can I do?"
fucking
Yeah.
What is this?
grandmaster chess players.
Yeah, like
They're
he
not
was
going
like,
to be.
"What is this move?" He's like castling,
Yeah.
and he's like, "What
Uh-huh.
does this move mean?"
I would love to get really into chess, and like I just feel like getting the level
too much.
grandmaster of chess is like the coolest title for being super good at
I
something.
watch a
Yeah.
lot of. Me and
Yeah.
Des got into it summer of 16.
I'd love to get
No,
into
seriously,
chess
we played
more.
this
Yeah,
chess all
is
like all day,
super
every day
cool.
for a whole summer.
You
And it-
fucking plebe.
Yeah, you-
taking you uncultured swine.
I'm
probably
just
played
saying,
checkers.
this has.
Oh, can I tell one funny checker story before we gotta go? One funny checker story. So when I was in elementary
funny
school,
checkers story.
because I have one. When I
This
was
is turned into the board game podcast. Tune in, guys. Next week we're talking about Monopoly.
I don't have very many funny board game stories, but this story.
But this is one. This sticks out.
Yes, this one is funny. Too. It does. So when I was in 4th grade at Bryan Elementary School, my class and all the other 4th grade classes were having a checkers tournament. Not against each other at first, just in the class, and then the winners were going to play each other in checkers.
School-wide checkers tournament.
That was actually a thing that happened.
Yeah.
So I thought I was hot shit because I used to beat my mom at checkers every time we went to Cracker Barrel.
You're such a loser.
So I thought I was hot shit. I was like, I am so good at checkers. I'm going to wipe the floor with these kids in checkers.
Listen, I am the fucking greatest.
And what's crazy is I was talking shit about checkers to other like 4th graders.
In 4th grade? You're like,
yeah,
you're fucking garbage.
We were starting this thing
You're
on
so
Friday.
fucking trash.
We were starting this thing on Friday. On Wednesday, I started coming in and I was like, who am I playing? Who am I playing? Who am I playing in checkers?
Show me the bracket.
I was playing this girl in our class. Her name was Jensen. I specifically remember it. And I was like,
no remorse.
You're done. I'm going to beat you in checkers. I'm going to beat you. Who am I playing next? I was literally
I'm going to beat you in 4 moves.
Looking at the bracket. And I was like, I'm going to win all of this. I am the best at checkers. So I was talking mad shit that entire week.
And then your record was?
My record was out in the first round.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to get that out there.
So when I distinctly...
So you lost in checkers.
This girl beat my ass. What it turns out, long story short, turns out my mom is really good at letting me play her in checkers. When I was a kid, I think she knew I was like a fat, sad kid, so she was like, "I'm gonna build this kid's self-esteem."
I was literally gonna say when you said it, I'm like, that is the most loser story.
Mm-hmm.
I used to beat my mom at checkers when we went to Cracker Barrel on Sundays.
All the time. So this girl, I mean, she was kinging her, getting kings, double jumping me. I mean, I was getting.
Dude, it's almost murdered. Like you really didn't know how to play.
I thought I did.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know the rules.
That's the crazy part of this story to me.
It's my mom's fault because she wanted her special boy to be good at something.
What if she was just trash?
Yeah, why?
That's also very possible. I know my mother. She might be real bad at checkers.
Yeah, I guess she didn't teach you how to like play right. Then that's kind of messed up. And then let you join this tournament unprepared.
But like I should have told her it was happening, and she would be like, "Don't do it." You're not.
I've been lying to you your whole life. I've been letting you win at checkers.
She probably did.
She's probably like, "Yeah, you're gonna do great.
Oh man, you're so good." And
you're like, "I know, Mom. I'm the fucking best.
So
I beat you every time we play.
Get out of my face, bitch.
Get out of the room, Mom.
You suck at checkers.
You suck, bitch. You're probably such an asshole about. You suck, bitch.
You suck, Mom. You suck at checkers, Mom.
I was such a
get out of here.
I was so polite. I was like, "Good game, Mom. Thanks for playing with me.
You fucking suck.
My only friend.
Now buy me pancakes. Now buy me pancakes, you sore loser.
Best friend in the world.
Oh my God, the story just keeps getting more fucking sad.
No, it gets worse.
No.
What did you eat after?
Oh yeah.
What did you eat after you beat her ass at checkers?
Pancakes always. But it gets worse at school. So
you got made fun of.
I had to run it back.
You're like, nah.
I had to run it back,
which isn't allowed.
So I waited until the tournament was over. She won the tournament, by the way. Just so it's out there. I lost to the champion. So as far as I'm concerned, I took second place.
Champion of the fucking school. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What is she doing now?
Fuck if I know. So a couple.
Oh, she died.
Playing checkers.
Just playing checkers professionally. So a couple weeks later,
got kinged by the wrong crowd.
I got everybody made fun of me for that, as well as being fat and having glasses and being weird. That also the checkers thing didn't help.
It just all piled up like your non-existent kings.
So exactly.
Your childhood is so awful.
I said we got to run it back, and I said let's play again. Mm-hmm. And she beat the shit out of me, guys. More kids were watching this time because
you called out the champ.
Because there was a checker fight after school, and
it was after school actually because we couldn't do it during class hours. We stole a board. We stole a board from the classroom. She took the board and I took the checkers pieces, and we went because we both were bus riders, and we played it outside the school. And there were more kids there because I didn't talk shit, but I do distinctly remember saying some corny. I was a kid, so I probably said some corny shit like, This time I'll win.
Anime stuff.
Yeah, some anime like Goku.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Wait.
But you didn't see the best of me.
You haven't even seen my final form. And then I put my glasses on because I couldn't even see the board.
That was probably why. You
Too poor for glasses. I didn't have glasses at the time.
Yeah, you kept moving her pieces towards your side.
She just let me. And that's how I beat myself. So she beat me at checkers twice. And I've honestly never forgiven her for ruining my childhood, and I think that's a big part of why I am. And I don't play checkers anymore.
Wow, yeah.
What if it was?
I hung up my.
That was your childhood,
and
you were like, never again.
Yeah. What if it was just a big ploy by your mom? She was just always teaching you wrong and telling you it was right because she never wanted to let you go.
That sounds the most like my mother out of all the things that we talked about.
For sure.
But
Mama loved.
Like she got home. You got home and she was like, "Did you win?" Like she knew you lost. And you're like, you probably cried too.
Does that make her? I don't think
I wanted to win. So
I cried and shit your pants.
No, that wasn't one of the times I shit my pants. I did shit my pants multiple times in elementary school. I have a lot of elementary school stories, which I'll happily tell you. Not now, but
Can I? I'm going to interject with one elementary story that I have.
Okay, because I
regret that happened.
Yeah.
You guys got to go real quick. Just a little tidbit. Me and some other older kids in 5th grade made this little kid shit himself in.
Wait, hold the story. Hold the story. Next week. Next week we come back.
Yeah, I'll tell him
how you made someone shit their pants.
Yes. I will tell.
So good.
I will tell 2 pants shitting stories. I will tell those.
I'm so excited for next week.
I'll do some pants shitting stories.
Shitting your pants is so funny.
Yeah.
Also vomiting. So next week I think we should talk about shitting your pants stories.
Tell your worst shitting your pants story and your worst vomiting.
Yes, dude. Yes. I'm so excited.
Grossed out people, don't tune in next week.
But please do tune in.
Yeah.
Or do.
Dude,
so, that is so fucking funny.
You guys gotta bounce.
We're gonna go deal with these fucking bees.
Yeah, we gotta
deal with
the bees.
Your wall. Join us next week to talk about shitting our pants stories.
Mm-hmm.
But this was good, guys. Thanks for getting on here and talking with me.
Great time.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you next week on the Lazy Day Podcast. See you guys.
Thanks for listening.